What's up, y'all? I was just informed that I had a video that was banned from my channel that I had uploaded about 3 days ago. And it was entitled something along the lines of the answer to 1984 is not 1776 for black people. Now, what this video was actually about, it was about the idea that the American Revolution of 1776 did not create any kind of freedom for people of African descent. Now, because there's a slogan that has been going around for the past, I don't know, like maybe 15, 20 years or so. I don't know exactly how much, but I think it was started up by Alex Jones, where he says the answer to 1984 is 1776. When he's talking about 1984, he's talking about George Orwell's book, 1984. And the book 1984 is basically about like how, you know, society becomes technologically advanced and all these kinds of things, but how as we go farther and farther into the future, this book was written way back in the early 20th century, but as we go farther and farther into the future, governments will start to exact more control over the people, and it would start to basically become very draconian. So in a nutshell, the answer or the solution to 1984, a draconian repressive government that takes away people's freedoms, is 1776, which they're inferring is the year where freedoms were found for people. And I'm saying that 1776 was not the year where black people found freedom in the United States, because obviously the United States started to increase the institution of slavery after 1776. So I put a clip of Alex Jones saying that, which was part of a speech that he was giving at the beginning of the video, where I break down how freedom did not increase for people of African descent in the United States at that time. But in that speech, Alex Jones was talking about, and I'm afraid to even say Alex Jones's name, and I'm also afraid to even say some of the things that he was saying, because I'm afraid they might give me a strike or ban this video as well. So I'm going to try to dance around the exact words. But Alex Jones talks about pharmaceutical companies, and he talks about how certain jabs, if you will, created sicknesses within people. And these inoculations, these jabs, these whatever, the little pointy things that they put in your arm to try to keep you healthy and safe, he's making the argument that that's led to a lot of people's sicknesses all throughout the world. And this has actually been proven in many cases. They've given the World Health Organization, through Peace Corps and all these other organizations, have gone around and have given vaccine inoculations, jabs, to certain groups, like in Kenya, for instance, which took away these women's ability in Kenyan villages from having the capacity to have babies. This happened in some East or Southeast Asian countries. This happened in some Central American countries, where at the backside of giving these jabs, and I'm not talking about the most recent jab, I'm talking about like in the past like 10, 15, 20 years or so, where people have been stripped of their capacity to have children because of what was laced inside of these so-called jabs. But the thing that gets me, I wasn't even posting this video with Alex Jones at the beginning because I was necessarily citing or even trying to promote what he was saying there. That just happened to be a byproduct of the speech that he was giving. But they gave me this strike, or not strike, but warning on this video because of the fact that he was speaking out against, ultimately, really, the pharmaceutical industries. And how he was misrepresenting science and facts. Now, things like this, honestly, it just shows me more that is there something to really be worried about when it comes to some people speaking some information that goes against the mainstream narrative? Does the pharmaceutical industry really have such a tight grip on not only the way we think, but just the way like all kinds of corporations, all kinds of media outlets represent and present information? I mean, this is crazy. It was just an 11-minute video where he said something for about 5 seconds out of my 11-minute video, and they took my whole video down because what he was saying must have been that dangerous. But it's nuts because I've seen some videos on YouTube that are the most lewd, lascivious, counterproductive, destructive, dishonest videos where it's about black people killing black people. It's about rap songs, hip-hop songs about men forcing themselves on women, about degrading communities, killing their own flesh and blood in cold blood. But no, that's all entertainment. We can keep posting those things on YouTube 24/7. I've seen the most disrespectful, lascivious, incorrigible YouTube videos that never get flagged, they never get banned, they never get any strikes. And what that tells me is that there's a certain agenda that's being pushed. There's a certain narrative that is being presented that some things are allowed to get by because they honestly, at the end of the day, don't really care two hoots about you. They don't care. They don't give a damn about your health, right? I mean, look, if you're gonna really talk about science and scientific media, look at all the food that's produced that we have commercials for that will kill you in a heartbeat. Scientifically proven to kill you. But they still promote that and they'll still put that out there to be detrimental to your health. But the moment you say anything about any kind of pointy needle that you're supposed to have some type of schedule for ever since you're born, that give to all citizens of this country in the Western world, the moment you say or question any of those things, I don't even want to say the word, but the moment you question those things, that is the moment where they are going to silence you. And to me, that's not science. Science is having the ability to question everything. Science is having that opportunity, the ability to observe and do experiments on everything. Science is hearing all sides of an argument, all opinions. And then after thorough research, coming to your own conclusions. But when you start banning people's words and banning people's observations and banning people's experiments and opinions, you're drifting far, far away from science. And if you're saying the only science is believing a scientist, you're drifting to a faith-based philosophy. That's like going right back to prior to the Enlightenment when everybody had to believe in the church. The so-called science has become the new church. It's faith-based. Say these guys are the only guys out there that their opinions or their thoughts are worth anything. And if you don't believe what they believe, heresy. That's it, guys. That's all I have to say about that. But hopefully they don't ban this video too. Peace.